Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to issue number 2 of the Furio Weekly Debrief. So, I thought this week, why not give it a shot and actually recording a video to kind of walk you through the debrief. I know that some people just like to read these articles, some people prefer to watch it on a YouTube video or listen to it driving to work, etc. So, I can't guarantee that I'm going to be able to do this every single week. Certainly not at the moment, but if people like this format, please let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to pencil in some time to do this every single week. So, before I get into the article, please remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. As always, the more views and comments and interaction that I can get in my videos, the more eyes that YouTube is going to show this video to, and therefore more people are going to hear about Furio, and we're going to keep bringing new people into this fantastic ecosystem. So anyway, welcome to issue number 2. It's been another really great week. There hasn't been a huge amount of news as such, but we'll go into the stuff that has been shared by the team. But first thing I wanted to say was just a huge thank you to the engagement that I got in the first issue. So the Medium article got over 1,500 claps on Medium. And just like with YouTube, the more claps that we get on Medium, the more people are going to see it. And therefore, that's always a good thing for our investment. So while there hasn't been a huge amount of news within the Furio ecosystem, I mean, I did want to just share this chart because how sexy a chart is this? There aren't many charts that are looking like this at the moment. And I think it's just testament to what the team are doing and the ecosystem they are developing and the confidence that we have as investors in this project. That's the reason why we're seeing such strength in this chart at the moment. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how that's going to look moving forward with the introduction of the LMS and the bonus claims, etc. So, starting off with some weekly statistics, these are just week on week figures. So, we've got the FIR price at just over $10, which is up 7%, nearly 8% from last week. We have added 364 brand new wallets into the FIR Vault. That is huge in this bear market that we're in. And I can only really see that number increasing once we keep spreading the word and we see the stability of the price action. The FIR pool has gone up 27%, and there's another 63 stakers in the FIR pool. So all the numbers are moving in the right direction, folks. So the main news that came out this week was in relation to the auto compound. So the auto compound has been released now for quite some time, at least 5 or 6 weeks, if not longer. But the gas was quite expensive. There's lots going on with the auto compound. It has to take a lot of things into consideration with your daily variable reward rates, etc. And so it's quite a complex transaction that goes on, which is why the auto compound rates were expensive. But the team knew that there was demand for the auto compound and have spent a huge amount of time recently, despite all the other work that they're having to do with getting the LMS up and running and the bonus claims and the FIR bet. They decided it was important enough to spend time on the auto compound, and they've managed to do that, and they've managed to bring the cost down to 0.003 BNB per compound, which is, I can't remember exactly what it was before, but it's significantly cheaper than it was. As a result of that, there's been a massive uptake in people actually using the auto compound feature, and I'm using it myself in one of my wallets. And I have to say that I've been finding it really, really handy, particularly on the smaller wallets where I don't have the same incentive to maybe go in and compound a couple of times a day, whereby I don't really need to worry too much about the 24-hour timer. So the auto compound is a tool for convenience for people. So if you're going away on holiday, or you're not going to be able to access your computer or whatever, or your phone at a particular time of day, then it's a great convenience tool. But it's also a really good tool for optimization because it's going to compound for you at exactly that 24-hour mark. So this should be a really attractive option for people who want a more hands-off approach to their investment. And I think that, particularly once we've got the fiat onboarding released, it's going to be super easy for retail investors, for people who are not particularly familiar with DeFi, who aren't interested in logging in and compounding manually daily. It just makes it so easy for people just to kind of set it and forget it, if you like. Which is, we want a certain part of that population to be invested in Furio. I would say that as I'm now part of the admin team, we have been made aware of a few isolated instances where some people have experienced a little bit of a delay in the auto compound actually doing the compound. Anywhere from sort of 10 minutes up to about 45 minutes was the biggest delay that I saw. And it was the team have been looking into it, and it was the result of congestion, which caused a backlog in transactions. But the team is confident they're on top of that now, and the issue has been fixed. But do apologise for any inconvenience that was caused as a result. The next thing I wanted to highlight in this is the fur pool and the fur pool return. So Chris has been keeping us up to date on Twitter and Telegram with regular daily updates of the APRs that we're experiencing inside the fur pool. So yesterday it was 105%, which is equivalent to 0.29% for the day. The 14-day average is, just under 100% and 99.9%. So I would imagine that over the course of the next day or two, we're probably going to see that 14-day average going above 100%. And these are crazy numbers for what is a stable LP investment. And the fur pool isn't even firing on all cylinders. So the bonus claims aren't launched yet. The FurB token hasn't launched yet, and we're going to be getting injected funds from FurB as well. So, considering that it is an LP with very low to probably zero impermanent loss once everything's up and running and the LMS is up and running, I can't help but think that this is really going to start to blow up. Once word gets out that you can earn those kind of numbers on a stable and liquid investment, big money is going to start to flock here. And I think that, as soon as the bonus claims get opened up, I know personally lots of people who are just waiting for that bonus claim feature to be live to enter into the fur pool. So, I think we could easily and realistically see the amount staked in the fur pool reach 1 million, if not millions, in fairly short order. And I think it's really important to remember as well that the fur pool is there. It's designed to deepen the overall liquidity within the Furio ecosystem. That liquidity is then going to provide the stability and sustainability, to our investments in the various different elements of Furio. So if you are in the vault and you care about that investment, I would strongly suggest, not financial advice obviously, but strongly suggest it's worthwhile putting at least a little bit in the fur pool, because I'm certainly going to be using the fur pool as one of the key metrics that I'm going to be keeping track of as a kind of barometer for health of the overall ecosystem. So next up in the article, I just wanted to kind of mention the community as a whole. It's really fantastic to see the community continue to grow. So 364 new vaults in the past week. And as I said, that's right in the middle of a bear market, and can't remember what day of the week, Tuesday I think it was, when the markets kind of opened back up after the US was on holiday last weekend. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Matic, they all took a dump, and Furio just kept rising. It kept going up and up, and so it's really great to see new people joining the vault. And with those new people, it brings new talent into the community, and that talent brings innovation, it brings support. And there's an overwhelming amount of support and help being provided by regular Furio investors inside the Telegram, who are just doing their bit to help new members or new community members answering their questions, pointing them to the relevant and correct resources. So we just wanted to say, keep up the good work there. And the FDT, the Furio development team, is really grateful for this and realizes the importance of the community input. And as a result, they recently, this past week on the live show, launched a brand new feature called the Community Member of the Month. And they're going to award that title, if you like, to the member that they feel has given the most valuable contributions over the course of the last month. And so the first ever winner of the Community Member of the Month award was announced on the Furio Weekly live show on Tuesday, just gone past. So a big congratulations to AV for winning the title, and he got a cheeky 25 fur as well for his trouble. And AV was given the award for building the really slick Furio stats checker, which you can use to check your stats for team wallets, for individual wallets. And I've personally been using this. I've been looking at it every single day for the last week because I knew I wasn't far away from going back up to 2.5%. And bit of a congratulations for me as well. I managed to get back up to 2.5% just a couple of hours ago. But I found the dashboard really, really helpful for that. And there's a whole host of other different statistics on there that you'll probably find useful to have visibility of. So thanks again, AV, for all your hard work with that. I think it looks fantastic and it's so easy to use as well. And the last thing, just to, as always, every Tuesday, the FDT do their weekly draw for 3 lucky members of the 2.5% club who will be getting 25 for airdropped. And I saw that Chris had put the message out to say that the airdrops have been sent. So if your wallet address ends in any of these 3 options here, congratulations, you've just won yourself 25 fur. And last thing, really just to say, give a quick shout out to Fleming for hosting his first live show on Tuesday. Great job with it. I thought it was really good. It was nice, short, sharp, to the point. And you kept your eye on the chat and were asking the questions that the community wanted to have answered. So that's it for the second edition of the Furio Weekly Brief, Weekly Debrief, I should say. Until next time, thanks again. Remember and comment on the video here if you've enjoyed this video, and please remember to like and subscribe. Until next time.